So, you've just started playing poker and you feel like you're doing okay, but for some reason you keep losing money. Maybe you win a few pots here and there, but by the end of the night your stack has mysteriously vanished. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Almost every beginner makes the same fundamental mistake, and today I'm going to give you an easy strategy hack that will instantly make you a tougher player to beat. But first, let me show you how a simple mistake can cost you big time. Let's say you're in a 1-2 live cash game. You're sitting in middle position with Jack-10 offsuit. You look down and think, hey, 2 face cards. That's gonna be good, right? So you call the $2 hoping to see a flop. The player on the button raises to $12, the small blind folds, but the big blind calls and now it's back to you. You hesitate for a second, but hey, you're already in the hand, so you call too. Now the flop comes. Queen of spades, 10 of hearts, 5 of diamonds. You paired your 10, nice. The big blind checks and you decide to check as well. The pre-flop raiser now bets $20. The big blind folds. Now you're in a tough spot. You don't want to fold because you hit a pair, but you also don't have a really strong hand. Still, you call hoping to catch another 10 or maybe a jack. The turn is the king of diamonds. Now you have an open-ended straight draw, but it's still not a strong hand. The opponent bets $40. You're feeling the pressure, but again you don't want to fold, so you call. The river is the 3 of clubs. It didn't help you. You check and your opponent fires out $75. At this point you realize you have nothing but a weak pair of 10s, and you finally fold. What just happened? You lost $72 chasing a hand that was never strong to begin with. And the worst part, this is the exact kind of situation beginners find themselves in over and over again. So what's the simple fix? Well, play fewer hands. Seriously, that's it. Most beginners play way too many hands, thinking that any 2 decent looking cards are good enough. But the truth is, poker is much easier when you only play strong hands. Let's rewind that same hand, but this time let's play smart. You're in middle position and instead of calling with Jack-10 offsuit, you simply fold. That's it. It's simple. You save yourself from getting into a tricky spot, you avoid losing $72 and you wait for a better hand. By playing tighter, you set yourself up for better situations. You'll have stronger hands when you do play, and that means you'll win bigger pots and lose less money in bad spots. So how tight should you play? Well, it depends on your position and the action so far in the hand, but if you're a true beginner, this will be tricky to interpret. So here's a quick rule of thumb for you. Stick to hands like big pocket pairs, aces, kings, queens, jacks, and so on, and strong Broadway cards like ace-king, ace-queen, king-queen. Avoid weak offsuit hands, low cards, and random junk hands just because they look pretty. I would even avoid suited connectors because they can get you into trouble easily. When you do this, you'll immediately notice a difference. You'll stop bleeding money in hands where you're dominated. You'll stop making desperate calls just because you feel committed. And best of all, when you do enter a pot, you'll be in a much stronger position to win. So, if you're new to poker and looking for an easy strategy hack, this is it. Tighten up your game. The fewer weak hands you play, the less trouble you'll get into. Oh, and never limp into a pot either. Limping means that you just call the big blind. If you enter a pot, announce a raise. This will immediately put you in a better position. And if you want more tips to improve your poker game fast, then click on this video here.